Root Institute for Wisdom Culture was established in 1984 under the direction of Lama Thupten Yeshe and Lamas Thupten Sopa Rinpoche, highly qualified teachers in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. Lama Yeshe considered Bodhgaya to be the root from which the branches of Buddhism had spread to the rest of the world. Kyabchen Lama Zopa Rinpoche was the heart disciple of Lama Yeshe and is the current spiritual director of Root Institute and the Foundation for the Preservation of the Mahayana Tradition, or FPMT.
I think the first time I came to Bodhgaya was almost 34 years ago. And there was no Root Institute then. We were just talking about it today. There was just one government, very mediocre hotel to stay at. And it was much later that I realized that Root was here. And I mean, frankly, I don't even know if I would come to Bodhgaya anymore if Root wasn't here. It's such an oasis of sanity in Bodhgaya, which has become quite crazy. The influence of Lama Zopa Rinpoche and the other teachers who are constantly coming here is profound, and the teachings are deep, the community's deep. There's mostly hot water, there's mostly electricity, but this is a difficult part of India. Bihar is, I think, the poorest state in India. But the feeling one has here is being taken care of being safe, being saturated with Dharma. I think everyone feels like a community here, that we all take care of each other. So it's a loving, kind, gentle environment and home for if you come here. So come to Root.
Root Institute for Wisdom Culture is a Buddhist center in the Tibetan tradition located in Bodhgaya, India, where Lord Buddha attained enlightenment, offering a tranquil place to stay, study, and practice, or do individual or group retreat. We also serve Bodhgaya and surrounding villages through our 3 social service projects: Shakyamuni Buddha Health Clinic, Maitreya School, and Tara Children's Project.
I came to offer a katha to Rinpoche about 2.5 years ago, and I was not in good shape. So Rinpoche asked me to stay on at Root Institute and do some practices and prayers. And at the end of that, he offered me this position as the director. That was the last thing on my mind, but I see Rinpoche's great kindness and compassion in terms of giving me that position. So, since then, it's been quite a journey, but I really feel privileged to be serving Root Institute, which is one of over 160 centers, FPMT centers established around the world. Kyabchen Lama Zopa Rinpoche is our spiritual director, and he has created these many pure lands all over the world, safe places where people can come to and study and practice the Dharma. So at present, we have a very strong and active spiritual program which runs from September through April. And you can check for detailed information on our website, www.rootinstitute.ngo. We also have a basic program for 8 months. We have a highly qualified Larampa Geshe from Sarajay Monastery, who is currently in charge of teaching that program. And students from all over the world sign up. We have different modules of different lengths, so if that is something you're interested, please look at our website too at the basic program, and you're welcome to sign up. In addition, what makes Root Institute unique is that we have 3 social service programs: the Shakyamuni Buddha Community Clinic, the Maitreya School, and Tara Children's Orphanage. All of them are geared towards returning the historic kindness of the Indian people. And that was the intention with which Lama Yeshe, one of the early founders of Root Institute, was set up with. In fact, Kabir Saxena was called upon from Oxford University to come to Bodhgaya to serve, to start an institute in order to return the historic kindness of the Indian people. So the Shakyamuni Buddha Community Clinic started as a destitute clinic, but now it is turned into a full-fledged community health clinic, which serves many impoverished villages. It also has a mobile clinic that goes out to 6 villages in the neighboring areas to serve people who cannot actually physically come to the clinic. In addition, the school serves also the impoverished community. These are school children of parents who would not be able to otherwise afford giving these children a good education. And the school is set up in such a way that it imparts not just the traditional curriculum, but also life skills learning and universal principles of compassion, loving kindness, which again our founder Lama Thupten Yeshe had put forth. And finally, Tara Children's Orphanage is the only orphanage in the state of Bihar that caters to AIDS children. And there are at present 20 children that live there, and carers, qualified carers who look after them. So if you're interested in offering services, either as a teacher, a meditation leader, or coming to volunteer, we request a 3-month commitment in exchange for food and accommodation. Please contact me, director@rootinstitute.ngo. So I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you at Root Institute.
To fulfill the vision of our spiritual guides, there are 3 main components to our mission. 1, to be part of the preservation of the ancient Nalanda tradition of India through providing the opportunity to engage in the study and practice of Buddhist meditation and philosophy, thereby helping people's minds and hearts be transformed into their highest potential for the benefit of others. 2, to provide compassionate service, especially to impoverished children, adolescents, and adults in neighboring areas. And 3, to create a harmonious and compassionate spiritual environment in which to live and work together in.
So, Root Institute was conceived by Lama Thupten Yeshe in order to repay the kindness of what he called the historic Indian people. Now India gave Tibet the Dharma, Buddha Dharma, but I think Lama Yeshe wanted to repay the kindness in several ways, not just to return the Buddhist wisdom to the Indian people, but also to help as much as possible the local people of Bodhgaya and nearby. So from the very beginning, we had in our minds not only to help people with the Buddhist teachings and with meditation and so forth, and to run courses, but also to have projects like the school, like the clinic, like the mobile clinic also, and the home for AIDS-affected children. All of these projects were there to help the local people in a day-to-day basis, with medicine, with teachings. Because this is a very poor area, basically. People don't have proper education. People don't have access to cheap medicine or free medicine. So we were providing something very, very important there. But of course, to help people deeply, long-term, obviously we have to provide something else. So at the heart, this is Root Institute for Wisdom Culture. So we are offering the wisdom tradition of India. We are repaying the kindness of the Indian people by helping people, international people as well, of course, to reconnect with the ancient wisdom tradition of India, specifically Buddhism. and that is our teacher's wish, and it's also the wish of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So we're very happy to be one of the few centers here that is providing both the Dharma, how to protect ourselves from suffering, how to create causes for happiness, yeah, and also providing the practical daily support that people need. So I think that, in a very short nutshell, is what we're trying to do here at Root Institute.
Love and compassion for everybody. We love Root Institute.
Thank you.